Oh, hi there. Hello. Look who's on time. It's your boy Danny. How you doing? Yeah, that's right. The other one's not here. And look who isn't 27 minutes late. That's right. Wow, you're early. I am early. For me, early is being the time I tell people I'm going to be there. It's unheard of for me. I know that. Right, let me just open this myself in another tab to presume that it's working. Hi, equine artist. Hello. OMG, you're early. Why is everyone saying I'm early? I said half an hour ago I'd be half an hour. I love that when I tweet this, it embeds a massive 2013 Dan profile picture. That's great. It's just fantastic, you know. Clapping from a Bradshaw Tra. Oh, thanks. My Wi-Fi is so bad at the moment. Ever since I came back from tour, I've had like 1 bar of 4G and like no Wi-Fi, so I'm really just struggling to be alive for a moment. Come on, I need to do the thing. It's not a Dan live show unless I'm doing the thing. Oh, look, I can't do it because Flash Player is blocked. Well, there we go. Guess I'm back from tour. Everything's different now. Hi, everybody. How you doing? I look like a freaking vampire right now. This is so disturbing. Can this webcam not make me... I swear I'm not that pale. Like, I swear to God. What's up, rat? I missed you guys. I mean, I spoke to you like a week ago in a live show, but we didn't do one last week together, so I thought, hey, why don't we just do a Dan and a film? This is me trying to casually lean on the head of this chair right here, like everything's fine. Hey, I'm just casually leaning on something. What's up? You're missing Bake Off. I don't watch it live. It's too stressful. No, I'm busy. So I thought, hey, this week, why don't we just do regular Dan and Phil separately live shows, like the good old days? How have you been, seeing as this is you now, and it's a two-way conversation? Tell me how you're feeling down in the chat. Give me a word. You today, said Jenna. You sent that before I came online. I could have been horrendously ugly, and no one would have... Why are you lying? I have fever, said Lily. Okay, cool. Good start. The first one I see. Sick, tired, sick, dry, said Lisa. Okay. No, that's fine. Stress, said Callie. Great. Yeah. Why are you all sick? Get some vitamin C in you, people. Eat some Manuka honey up in here. Say hi to Dan's cheerleading squad. Can you do flips, though? Otherwise, I'm not really interested. Click lock by the URL to allow flash. Look, Brandy, you're not my mum. And by my mum, I mean my stepdaughter who's teaching me how to use the internet. You are correct, though. I could have been doing that. Playing Zelda. Well, you're all dying. Okay, cool. So like, I don't do this for like a few months, then I come back and then you're all dead. Cool. Well, anyway, seeing BTS in London. Have a damn good time. BTS are in London. I've seen the memes, and they are fantastic. So how have I been? I've been good. I've been tired, man. Came back from that whole super long tour over the summer. That's crazy. That's been a whole thing. And since then, I have had a weekend off, and it's been decadent. It's been incredible because trust Dan and Phil, we come straight back from doing 82 performances of a show around the world, straight into editing the film of it. Because it turns out if we want it to come out this year, which I think we all would, you wouldn't want us talking about that another year. We had to go straight into an edit. So it was like the Monday after we got back, we were spending like 10 hours a day editing the movie of Interactive Introverts. And to be honest, that has been very exciting because finally the Dan and Phil live performance Interactive Introverts won't just be something for specific people in specific places that can go to a live event, but it will be something that all of you around the world will finally be able to see, the thing that we've been doing all year. And it really has been all year. I mean, it's crazy. Like, this this whole stage show, it's been my life since January, all the time, and it's not over yet. But I'm very excited to share it with the world. And honestly, it's so crazy because we've been like doing the show. It's so different to watching it. and getting to like actually see it for the first time from your perspective, and I'm so excited. I cannot wait to share it with everybody, and for all the people that couldn't see it in real life to finally get to see it, because what we've done is so amazing. Like, we were incredibly extra. We filmed the show from 11 angles. There's like a close-up on each of us, a mid on each of us. There's a crane in the audience. There's 2 cameras in the audience. There's one from above us. There's one from behind us. There's one shot that's tracking on like a little train moving from left to right. And basically, our job was to watch something that was 2 hours long and choose for every single moment which of 11 camera angles we wanted to show it from. So, and obviously me being an incredibly anal perfectionist, that took an entire week, and that was fun. And then we had to colour it, and then we had to do the sound mix, and then there's going to be some dank extras this time. So for people that have already seen it in real life, there's going to be a director's commentary, which is something that we said, where we just turned on the microphones and spoke for 2 hours. A mix of the kind of interest, what you'd want the person that made it to talk about behind the scenes, did you know, and this is all we went for, and also just Dan and Phil kind of waffling and arguing and just having irrelevant banter. So I feel like it's the perfect mix of what everybody wants. Which should be good. And there's more. And I know you're like, when are we going to hear about this? Next week. Where is this going to be? How will you get it? Blah, blah, blah. All the more details and all the other crap. We'll tell you about it next week. And I think you'll hear more about it in a Phil video that we're putting on his channel. The return to Amazing Phil in London. We love a good banter. It's a very good banter. I'm excited about the commentary. It's good. But even if you've seen the show in real life, watching it is very different, because we just got to... It's like, imagine you, right? Imagine you go to a concert and you're watching your favourite band. Imagine you're seeing BTS in London. And what you see is just one angle, that camera angle being your face, right? The eyes in your head. So you might not be able to see every little thing that's going on at the same time, because maybe you're looking at one member of the band while the other one is doing something hilarious, and then you miss out. Or maybe there's something really amazing on the screen, or maybe there's blah blah blah. Whereas with this, it's like we managed to the most perfect experience ever, where every single moment of it is amazing. But it's more than that, because the audience in LA when we filmed it were so funny. It was just absolutely crazy. Like, the way that they reacted to the show was so funny, and it's like half of the enjoyment is watching how funny you are reacting to the emotional roller coaster that was the show. So that's a cool, incredible thing. But yeah, it's been very intense. Haven't been sleeping for like 2 weeks. But then, hey, had a weekend. I actually went home and visited my family, which was fun, because I haven't seen my family since May, maybe, because I'm a terrible human being right there. So I went home to go visit my family, saw the dog, Colin content. Yeah, that's right. Got some good Colin content, which I know is all that anybody wanted. Terrifying, though. I hate going home. Like, if any of you are old enough to have left the house, you know what I'm talking about. Going back to your hometown is like, no, I've escaped that. I don't want to go back to that. Don't bring me back to this, dear God. And if you're somebody that is waiting until the time in your life where you can escape your hometown, imagine having to go back, right? Like, imagine a world where you just get to abandon everybody from your classes and just go define your own existence, and then having to go back. It really quite a traumatic experience. So, like, literally, I arrive at this train station, and it was my dad's birthday, and I wanted to buy him some music, and I was like, I have to go to HMV in Reading, and that means I have to walk through the whole town, and it was a Sunday, and I was like, the chance of me seeing any of the people from the first 18 years of my life is quite high, and usually I do, and that's just, I can't deal with it. So I went like full stealth mode, but then I went into the HMV, and it was fine, bought some music, and it was cool, went home. Honestly terrifying, though. So terrifying. What are you scared of? I don't know, just talking, small talk, seeing anyone from school and then being like, so, how's life? No, nobody, nope. Amy said that they've been struggling recently, but you make me happy. Oh, well, I'm glad that you're here, having a nice time. It's been a year since the Pennywise edit, and God, it was wow. I forgot that. Why would you make me remember that? I was really having a nice time until he said that. How is Colin? Said Neve. Colin's great. Colin's the center of it. It's like our family dog, Colin, is such a good dog. He gives everybody so much joy because he's such an emotional dog. Like, I don't know if you've said this before, but like some dogs, you get stupid dogs, some dogs you get angry dogs, some dogs are like needy and whiny. Colin, he's very quiet and respectful. He's never annoying. But when you interact with him, he looks at you and his eyes are so emotional. And you're looking at him and it's like this dog is giving you all of his heart. Whoever you are, when this dog is looking at you, it is giving you 100% of his heart, and he's connecting with you, and he's looking at you, and it's just like, you're looking at this creature, this dog, and it's so smart, it's so sentient, it has emotions, and then it eats your cake. Yeah, thank you for somebody who brought that. I'm trying to forget that, but it's good, and it's just really funny. Whenever I go visit my family, all anyone ever wants to talk about is the dog, and I'm like, do any of you have any hobbies or interests that aren't just keeping the dog alive? And then I see the dog, and I'm like, you know what, fair enough, makes sense. That was fine. Had a roast dinner, which was good because that's like the one food that I haven't had in months. So, yeah, that's cool. Finally speak to your grandma. I did finally get to speak to my grandma, yeah, because, you know, she's obviously got too much of a banging social life with her hairdressing and Sudoku or whatever to come talk to her grandson. But there you go. I just have to go see her, and it's fine. Everyone's asking me about Trench. I have not listened to the new 21 Pilots album yet. There's so much new music. I can't keep up. I've been listening to the new Kira Kira Bonito album, which is really good. If you like pop music, if you like soft indie rock music, if you like any kind of Asian pop music, imagine all of those things combining into a really great aesthetic. And that is the band Kira Kira Bonito, and it's really happy poppy music that makes you feel. I've also been listening to the Christine and the Queens album, which is amazing, and anything with a French person in it just makes you feel really intelligent. So if you want to listen to somebody who is an icon and is stunning, but also several good music, listen to Christine and the Queens. Yeah, obviously I've been listening to the new Brockhampton album, Iridescence, as Sam pointed out there. So good. I like it. A lot of people were saying, so if you don't know, one of my fave groups at the moment is a boy band called Brockhampton. And their new album, my favourite one personally, because I think that I relate a lot to a lot of the lyrics, and it's so poetic, challenging instrumentals. I really love it. Bloom, yep, still listening to Bloom. It's good. And also, obviously, speaking of Troy, oh my God, the Troy and Charlie XCX song is so good. Oh man, like that is the exactly what I like about it, because a lot of people, it's quite random, but I am a Charlie XCX stan, and it might seem random to you, but I really am, because I'm not talking about boom clap, not talking about Icona Pop, whatever. I'm talking about Vroom Vroom EP, I'm talking about Number One Angels, I'm talking about Pop 2. This is like 2018 pop music. It's actually pop music of the future, and it's incredible. And this collab with Troy was so good, man. Although it's just so funny. I know that they're like 1999 and partying like it's 1999 is a thing. I'm like, nobody listening to this peaked when it was 1999. We were all literally children. Some of you weren't even alive. But who cares, man? It's about the message. So yeah, that's all pretty good. Riverdale season 3, Shane series. I haven't watched the Shane series. I have. Do you want to know something about my life? And someone said, please stop doing the arm thing. It's so awkward. It's so awkward. But I just feel like I need to do it. Do you want to know something about me? I have never watched a Jake or Logan Paul video ever. Because the first I heard about them, I was like, I don't think I want to watch this. It sounds like something that would upset me for some reason. And I never did. So I just feel like everyone's like, good. So proud of you. Like a lot of people I know like to watch stuff that they don't like to get angry, whereas I'm not that kind of life is upsetting enough for me. Like, like that whole corner of YouTube that's just about watching this will make you angry. I'm like, not for me. I'm just going to think about all the tragedies happening in the world anyway, and that's good enough. Um, so whatever. So, but I'm glad if some of you are enjoying it. I'm sure it's great. Yeah, when are you going to make a new video? Yeah, soon. I don't know. I need to be in the vibe. Like, I'm very totally committed, like, still working on this tour video because it is the biggest thing we've ever done. I mean, the thing is, like, this year has been like an album cycle. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm in a band and I've made an album. Like, I've spent months making it, and then I've spent months going on tour with it, and then, there's music videos and whatever, and it just feels like an entire chapter, and that's what I've been emotionally focused on and mentally focused on, and that's fine, because it's not about Dan and exploring the depths of my personality for now, and that's okay. You know what I mean? It will be fine when the time comes, because my mind and spirit has been fully to our Dan and Phil thing. Are you doing something for World Mental Health Day? Said Island Zaddy. All right, so this is a whole thing. Oh, Jesus Christ, I need to start doing that right now. So tomorrow, October 10th, is World Mental Health Day, which is... Was it the day I uploaded it? I don't know. It's the year anniversary of my Daniel and Depression video, which is crazy. Maybe I should say something about that tomorrow. Which means it's a year since I started supporting the charity, Young Minds, which has personally been one of my favourite things I've ever done. I mean, like, this is what we're talking about, right? Like, videos on my channel and being creative. I feel like the Daniel and Depression video... When I think about my life, like, if I died tomorrow, what would I have been like? I'm happy, like, this makes me happy that I did this thing. It was that, you know what I mean? Probably the most, and that's really cool. And Young Minds, their whole thing this year is their 25th anniversary, and when they raise money for stuff, it goes, like, directly into pushing the government to make more services for young people's mental health issues, or creating really amazing short films that explain things or whatever. It's just really good. And I was thinking, basically, when we were on tour, we had a lot of talking to you guys, seeing a lot of you. And one of the things when people were talking to me about videos that meant a lot to them, they were talking about the Daniel and Depression video, obviously. They were talking about other videos that were really fun. But a lot of people were saying, going all the way back to, like the existential crisis video and the meaning of life video, that probably my best quote is when I said, embrace the void and have the courage to exist, which is funny because I have a hard time being sincere because I'm so scared of all the cynicism in the world. And me, it's like showing vulnerability and being sincere. I'm scared. But if we're being real, it's not a soppy quote. It's a very real, you know what I mean? Because going back to what that video was talking about, it's saying, like, if there is no meaning to life because, there are no big answers out there in the universe, and therefore everything is pointless, then you get to define your own existence. And whatever brings you happiness, that's you defining your own meaning. And that's some real shit right there. You know what I mean? And I think ever since basically like 2013, I was like, there should be some kind of Danma that has this quote in it, because that would be good, right? But the time never came, and then obviously like I finally did Dan Shop 4 years later this year or whatever, but then we went on tour. And then all these people were like, I have it tattooed on my arm, I've written it somewhere on my wall, and it's a really good thing. And I was like, you know what? This is really good. So I've decided that tomorrow, for World Mental Health Day, I am going to be releasing some new Dan merch, which says, have the courage to exist, and all of the proceeds will go to Young Minds, which I feel like is a really good idea. And I was like doing this in a way, and then someone was like, what are you doing for World Mental Health Day? And I was like, I don't know yet. So then I was like, cool. So it just seems like a good opportunity. So it's actually really cool, because one of the things, it's going to be a flag, because a lot of people put flags on their walls and stuff, and I did that when I was a teenager. And I loved it. So there's going to be a big black flag that has it printed on. I've got the design here, and it just says it in Baskerville. There we go. Like, there we go. Like, have the courage to exist with a full stop on a big black flag, which is cool, if you ask me. The other thing I was wondering, and you guys got to hear me out here, I was thinking of a bracelet as well, because that's the kind of cute thing that would be very nice, and just a small bracelet, you know, but that I don't think that would be ready for tomorrow, maybe, was having it on a t-shirt. But this comes with the thing, right? So obviously, you know, this quote of mine, it's several years old. It's something I've always wanted to go on merch. It's something that other people have put on t-shirts when they've come to see to shows and stuff. And I want to put that on a t-shirt. I am worried that, there we go, where's the picture of the t-shirt? That looks pretty cool, right? I don't want anybody to think that I'm trying to copy that Harry Styles t-shirt. You know what I mean? Because, look, that font there, that is Baskerville, which is the Dan branding font. That's not the same font as the Harry shirt, which is different, and that's not Harry's branding. But I wouldn't want people to get the wrong idea. You know what I mean? So should I do it? Because we don't know whether we would yet. Would you guys want a t-shirt that said that? Because I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. It's like a quote one. Everything. Okay, fine. Yes, said literally everybody. Okay, cool. Because, you know, like, if I just put it on Twitter, people will be like, is that the same font as Harry Styles? And it's like, actually, no, it's a different type. So cool. All right. Yeah, so that's just that. Put it on the pocket, maybe. There's different ones. I mean, like, if I wanted this tomorrow for World Mental Health Day, especially because it's making money for charity, the more simple it is, the more that they get, because it's less expensive. So I think the flag, and then that, and then if anybody gets that, the proceeds will go to your minds, and that'll be really awesome. And then maybe in the future there can be some crazy high fashion, whatever. But I think that more importantly, as a good idea to do something for the day tomorrow, I think that'll be really cute. And it's a good, I think that's a good time to finally get out there. So cool. Probably tomorrow at 8 o'clock or something, UK time, when stuff usually comes out. And then maybe other stuff in the future, but definitely for tomorrow we'll do those two things. And if any of you want to support that, because there's no rush or whatever, you're just going to launch it tomorrow, then will it be limited edition? Not sure yet, but it'll come out tomorrow. And yeah, that's just a nice, good, cute thing. And don't worry, if y'all want some other weird or kooky stuff, plenty of other ideas for Dan merch in the pipeline. Maybe after I've uploaded a video, eh? Does that sound good? TBC dates. Don't worry, gonna talk about it. That's fine. TBC, such a meme, but don't worry, it's still TBC. Shout out to the birthday girl from Mona. Hey there. Shout out to you. I love going home. What do you mean? All right, right. Going home is fun because people cook, and that's cool. When you become an adult and you cook, any opportunity not to cook is just amazing. You know what I mean? But, yeah, I don't know. It's still quite traumatizing. Any plans for Dance on Firebirds? Lots of plans. But just waiting for the time and the space. I'm like, I don't know how, but I want to step up the game aesthetically, and I don't know how. And I'm not saying I want things to be different, because I think the homemade vibe of my YouTube channel is inherently who I am. But I do think that there is an inherent artistic value in things being aesthetically pleasing. So that's a thing. But TBC. Trench, said Danny. Yep. God, I should have listened to that on the train. Name of my plants. Susan and Steve. There you go. Top of my head, because when Dan and Phil come up with a name, it's just Susan. That's the only thing they come with. Did you see PJ's show? We did. Went to go see, if you didn't know, Kick the PJ did a stage show featuring Chris and Bertie Gilbert and Dean Dobbs, and we went to go see it in London, and it was amazing. Obviously, it's really funny because like the whole thing was so ridiculously PJ, just like an absolutely ridiculous since fantasy storyline that they, like, Sophie and PJ and all the people that did the production did such an amazing job crafting it all and creating it. But then combined with the comedy of, like, Bertie and Dean and Chris being in the show, it was just incredible. Like, PJ's mind coming up with the whole thing, like, we all know how creative and funny and amazing he is, but, like, his material being, like, when Bertie and Chris and Dean got onto the stage and joined in the show, they went all the way in. Like, they weren't just turning up and doing a thing. They were, like, they took PJ's material and they went deep into it, and it was so funny. I mean, they're all legitimately so talented. It was great. Spooky Week will be a thing. I think, as you saw on my Insta story, we filmed some gaming videos today. Did not let Phil forget the Dan versus Phil progress. Thank you very much. That was not forgotten. So that'll come out soon. And yeah, there will be a Spooky Week. I think Phil might ask you about that. Pin off, says everybody. Well, it's that time of year, isn't it? I guess we'll have to see what happens. I don't know, man. Do you not feel bad not uploading videos regularly? No, well, I mean, the thing is, it's about, like, being a creator versus being a YouTuber. You know what I mean? It's like, is my life's purpose as an entertainer, which I guess is what I am, no matter what the platform or the format, I'm making content. It doesn't matter whether it's a YouTube video or a live performance or a radio show or just Twitter content or a terrible meme on Tumblr. The purpose of my life, I'm a male entertainer. Yeah, Cal, there we go. I'm a male entertainer. That doesn't sound... you know, that does sound horrific. But I guess it's accurate. You know, is it that, like, I guess what I'm saying is, you know, as long as I'm making content, it's not all on YouTube. Because the thing is with YouTube, you know, there's an algorithm and there's a game and it's all about certain kinds of creativity. So it's not a rush. You know, I think the one thing that we've established since 2009 is that I'm not in a rush, you know what I mean? I'll make the YouTube videos when I feel like I've got something to say. So I'm not worried about trying to be the most popular YouTuber of all time. It's just about making the good content and knowing that you'll always be there to consume it because you're a bunch of nerds. I'm watching this on airport Wi-Fi, probably better than my Wi-Fi. You say I'm watching this on airport Wi-Fi as if that's not, like, a good thing. You don't know what I'm on about. Joe on Strictly. How good is Joe on Strictly? Honestly, though. Do Dan versus Phil baking. Every baking is a Dan versus Phil, if you think about it. Very confrontational. And dangerous. Who is in the top fan section now that we're on you now? I need to shout out the people being supportive. I have Vika Sate, Ashton Powers, Rose for Aston, Scort Marine, Spooky Spaniel, Bexelia, Amy, Ashley Jolly, Emmeline, and Amy again. What up? Thanks for coming. Name my ukulele. Cool your ukulele. I was going to say something mean about ukuleles. Look, I don't hate on ukuleles. I just think there was a certain time when most of the content on YouTube was ukulele singing. And that's okay. You know what I mean? If my kind of music is the sound of two giant slabs of metal being grinded together as I cry myself to sleep, and some people like pretty guitar strings, that's okay. It's okay. Hi, said Grace. Hi. What did I come in on? To be honest, is it even the worst part? I'm not even sure. But there we go. Yeah. Oh, what was your name? Oh, okay, you're dead. You're gone. Yes, I had a bit of a weird instant the other day. Well, I was outside. This is what I get for going outside. This was when I was in the middle of London and we were editing film. And Phil and I were walking along and didn't name it. Oh, God, what am I going to name it? Twangy. There you go. Then you're going to regret it. Thank you. Exactly. You're going to say it, and then everyone's going to be like, that's ugly and weird, and that's what you deserve. So we were outside walking along, and then this teenage boy, who I assume isn't watching this because of his attitude, just nonchalantly skated up to me and Phil, just hopped off his skateboard and went, "Hi, Dan and Phil." And we were like, "Hello." Like, just totally casual. like we work together, like we've seen each other for years. Literally zero shites given. Just go right to us. Hi, Dan and Phil. I was like, hi. I was like, what are you up to? Starting a conversation. Walking around. I was like, what are you up to? And he went, getting a haircut. Need to sort this out. And then he just looked at me and he went, wow, that's some cool techwear you got there going on, Dan. That's quite a statement you're making. Nice. Anyway, have a nice day. And just skated off. And we were like, what just happened? Excuse me. Never have I been confronted with such outgoingness. Like, that was an extrovert right there. But it wasn't even courage. People are like, that's courage. It wasn't courage. He just didn't... There was no... And it wasn't like confidence to come up to a person and say hi. It was just the way that he talked as if we knew each other, and then didn't want to really have a whole conversation, and then just left. It's like, arrived, says hi, says, I like your coat, and we were just stood there shaking. And I was like, how old was he? And I was like, I reckon he was like 16, because that was some confidence. And Phil was like, no, I reckon he was like 14. And I'm like, when I was 14, I was like, hello, my name is Dan. I like mimical cromance and MySpace. Don't talk to me. What? I think that's London. Someone said the locals found you. Yeah, man. I think that's what happens when you grow up in London. That's just what people are like. But yeah, just shaken to the very core. But that was hilarious. And also, I was like, who talks? How are you 14 and you know what techwear is? I don't know. Because that's just me. You know, you might be 11 and be the smartest person in the chat right now with a diverse view of fashion. I'm just saying that when I was his height, I was an idiot. I'm still an idiot. But I'm just saying that it's very terrible and intimidating even going on tour, because meeting some of the younger versions of you and comparing themselves to the younger version of me, I'm just like, you're disgusting, get away from me. Because I was just a full potato, just like an absolute potato with no brain. And it was bad. Dan, you look nice today. Do I? Yeah, man, this is my fresh tour t-shirt. Got that Interactive Introverts fashion branding, which is something with a stripe. I'm sure you were great. I really wasn't. I really wasn't great. Honestly, I'm aging like something that I'm like a Pokemon. I'm just gaining experience and leveling up. Literally any version of myself from a previous moment in time is just such a steep decline. It's crazy, and I guess that's a good thing. Yeah. Hi, it's my birthday tomorrow. Hi, Alethea. Hope you're having a nice day. Hope you're having a good time. I just woke up at 6 a.m. That's not worth it. So what do you want to talk about? I mean, that's all I've been in life. We've been rubbing our hands to the bone, editing this Interactive Introverts film that we're going to tell you more about next week, and then not talk about for several weeks. Good dog. Doctor Who, haven't watched it. Do you like Jodie? How amazing. How terrible life is. Big mood right there. Calendar. Walking Dead. Haven't watched it yet. Riverdale. Are you excited? How can that storyline get any crazier? Don't think it can. Do they even know what they're doing? June video. I mean, what is that at this point? I mean, that meme is just completely... It's grown its own ecosystem and it's going to take over the world. What's it going to be? December? January? September? I don't know. To ask me deep, important questions implies that I know the answers about how I feel and that I know what I'm doing with my life. And the answer to that is, I don't. Watch A Star Is Born. Should I? Okay. Paint your nails, said Sassy Macaroni. Psych! They have glitter on them already! Because this is a type of nail polish that you can make a mess with and no one can tell. How do you paint your nails with the hand that you don't write with? I don't know, man. American Horror Story. So I sassed American Horror Story, then we talked about it, because after episode 2, or was it 3, I was like, where's this going? If you don't know, new season of American Horror Story, new TV show. First episode has the most incredible high-budget start ever. Episode 2, it's kind of a bunch of weird, unlikable characters in a bunker being kind of boring, and I was like, where is this show going? I thought this was supposed to be Ryan Murphy's Infinity War. 2 episodes later, it's incredible! It's incredible! It's incredible! Excuse me, especially the last episode, oh my god, it just makes me feel like Coven was the most fun season, because those characters reappear. appearing, just Cirque's wearing all black, just amazing. So yeah, fully on board with that right now. It's all good. Be French Dan Howell for Dalloween. I can't Dalloween. I just said there. I can't take the branding of the Twitter account. I'll just have to come up with something uniquely Dan for when I do that. But Infinity War wasn't good, said Cade. Oh! Here's Cade in the chat with his opinions right now. Infinity War wasn't good. That's, you know what? That's okay. You're allowed to have your opinions, man. You stay unique. You like what you want. What's that about a calendar? There are no plans for a calendar. Peaked with dogs. The name Philip means lover of horses. Ironic. As a ye olde emperor would say. Shout out to the very emo rats group chat. Yeah, man. That sounds pretty relatable right there. Holland's in the chat, feeling happy. That's good. I was so awkward when I met you. I'm sorry. Were you? I don't know. I don't feel like you can be awkward in front of me, because that's just what I'm like. If you ever tell me to watch A Star Is Born, all right. Is A Star Is Born actually amazing, or is it just like all the many millions of Lady Gaga stans out there blowing it up, or a bit of both? Can you be a stan of Lady Gaga and appreciate fine cinema? And it was. People saying it was okay. Cool for you. Bring Eliza home. Guess we'll just have to say that. Big Mouth. All right. You give me recommendations. God, need to go watch all these TV shows. Need to go listen to 21 Pilots. It's so cool. Are you going to start putting these on your second channel again? You know what? I forgot how to do that because it's been so long. I just have to tick a box. Maybe. I don't know. It is on my Tumblr, so don't worry. Even if putting it on Dana's not interesting is too much of a faff to do video descriptions and thumbnails, it is always just on Tumblr, and that's fine, and it looks pretty good, so you can watch that. But yeah, I'm so hungry, man. I haven't eaten all day. I lie. I had breakfast. I had almond milk. It was nice. Dodie's new song. Haven't listened to it yet. I'm behind on the pop culture. But yeah, I hope that you're all feeling better than feeling sick and stressed and whatever. I guess it's that time of year. Look, wrap up warm, have vitamin C, don't be too stressed, because life is very long, and there'll be plenty of other stuff to be stressed about. You know what I mean? Take it slow. I'm glad that you all like the idea of this merch tomorrow, because remember, it's not the be-all and end-all. There might be more stuff, different interpretations in the future, but for tomorrow, with the aim being to support this really cool charity. Hope you like that. How much will it be? I don't know. How much is a t-shirt? Something around £15? Bit more, bit less? Don't know. I'll have to see. But all the proceeds will go to Young Minds, and that's cool. So I hope you're feeling good. Remember, if I have made it to this age, coping through life, then so can you, and that's fun. So I believe in you. I hope you're having a lovely evening. Someone's like, I'm 32. Look. Shut up. I hope... Look forward to the Phil video. That'll be coming out. And the gaming videos and all the other crap. I think Phil's going to do a live show on Thursday or something. So hope you're having good. So much wonderful art out there to consume. Go listen to some music and watch some TV shows. Have a bubble bath. Nibble some broccoli. Thanks for spending a brief bit of your evening with this humble rat. I appreciate anybody that wants to take the time to converse with me. I promise next time I'll try to make the webcam less sharp on my face, and I'll try not to awkwardly lean on the chair. But look, there's a living houseplant right there. Hope you're having a nice evening. I'll see you soon. Bye.